This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by US Bank, a full schedule of CCS and NCS football with great matchups including Los Gatos and Oak Grove. Milpitas takes on Amador Valley and Acalanes battle Sacred Heart Cathedral.
Our season with Valley Christian football continues as the Warriors look for revenge against Wilcox. We have exciting volleyball with Monte Vista and Carondelet, and we'll take you through a day in the swamp with the Sacred Heart Prep football team and their very special friends. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by US Bank. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We begin tonight with a Saturday afternoon game on the peninsula. The Sacred Heart Prep Gators looking strong again this season with senior Tavita Moimoy leading a talented squad.
Yeah, they're really good, but the Carlmont Scots, after moving up to the Ocean Division last year, looking good again this season with outstanding senior Jonathan Kuhn making a big difference in all aspects of the game. Opening day at the Gators home field Saturday afternoon. Here come the Sacred Heart Prep Gators on a warm, sunny Saturday afternoon. Second drive of the game for the Gators. Teddy Purcell looking deep over the middle, throwing a strike to Dante Cachon, who hauls it in and takes it home. The Gators have a 7-0 lead in the first. Early in the second, same score as Purcell fires down the sideline, and again is Cachon with the catch, and Dante races down to the 7-yard line. The Gators score on a Brian Gravello run, 14-0 SHP. Carlmont looking to come back, but look at number 5, Thomas Hardy racing into the backfield to sack the quarterback. Gators back on offense, Purcell firing to Jackson Giroud, who makes the catch, then busts some tackles for a nice gain. But the drive stalls as the Scots' outstanding defensive lineman Stephen Talaina bull rushes and sacks the quarterback. Late in the second now, and the Gators hand it to outstanding back Tavita Moimoy, who streaks up the middle, breaks a tackle, makes a move, and he is gone. Moimoy making it a 21-0 Gators lead. Third quarter, and it's Moimoy again, 8 yards out, and a touchdown, 28-0 Gators. 4th and 8 now for Carlmont, no punt. Instead, Timothy Natane throws deep for Jonathan Kuhn, who hauls it down for a long first down. Then early fourth quarter, Natane hits C.E. Tenge. C.E. sees the end zone and will not be denied. It's 28-7 Sacred Heart Prep. Carlmont looking for more, but the Gator defense was stellar all afternoon. John Carter, Braden Fitzgerald, and William Mackey all in on the sack as the Gators win their opening game. 28-7 behind big games from Moimoy and Cachon.
North Bay sports coverage is brought to you by South County Chrysler of Marin. The St. Mary's Panthers getting ready to host the Tamalpais Red-Tailed Hawks Friday afternoon. The Hawks come out strong on defense. Watch Christian Sun intercept the pass to give his team the ball. Tamalpais takes over at midfield. Aiden Newell sets up the screen to Ben Reed, who takes it down the far sideline into the end zone, and the Hawks take a 7-0 lead 6 minutes in. Tamalpais getting it done on offense. Newell drops back and goes over the top, throwing a dime into the hands of Reed. A 55-yard touchdown pass puts the Hawks up by 14. 2 minutes left in the first. The Panthers looking to get on the board, but the Hawks stay on their toes on defense. Danny Jenkins intercepts the pass at the Hawks' 10-yard line. The Hawks finish the drive in the second quarter as Newell escapes the pocket and connects with Austin Moore. Touchdown, Tamalpais. St. Mary's fights back. Bennett Ronay receives the snap and throws it up the middle to Jordan Muir, who brings it home, and the Panthers pull within 14 at the half. But it's all Tamalpais from here. Newell fakes the handoff and connects with a sliding Cooper Marshall, and the Hawks lead it by 21. Tamalpais having a good day on offense. Here's Newell with the screen pass to Luke Marshall. Nice block by Reed, and Marshall takes it in for a 22-yard touchdown. And Tamalpais wins it big to advance to 2-0 on the season. Newell with a big game.
We head to the court for opening night in the CCS as the Burlingame Panthers host the Sequoia Ravens. Sequoia looking good early in set one. It's Kelly Balon to Alexis Jackson to Lita Fale Papalongi. That one lands on the baseline for a 5-point lead. But Burlingame ties it up at 19-all as Christy Lee bumps Neha Bandra-Pali, who sets to Emma Sharp for the kill. Sharp heading to Stanford next year to play beach volleyball. The Panthers are stacked with hard hitters. Sharp to Bandropoli to Molina Baker, who crushes this one as Burlingame takes the first. The Panthers keep swinging in the second. It's Baker to Bandropoli to freshman Eliza Sharp, who slams it down. Burlingame takes the second big. Sequoia would take the lead in the third. Sophia Olson bumps to Alexis Jackson, who sets Allie Caldwell in the middle for the kill. But Burlingame regains the lead with 4 straight aces by Emma Sharp. Just filthy. The Panthers open the season with a 3-set sweep over Sequoia. Emma Sharp and Baker leading the way.
Next up, we have Leland traveling to Ocalanas Thursday night. The Dons strike first on this Michael Winther shot to start off the game, but Ryan Wall ties it up for Leland here, and it's 1-1 in the first. Ocalanas takes back the lead thanks to Jay Mills here, the first of his 3 straight goals, and in the second quarter, the Chargers trailing, but John Reed fires it in to close the gap. The Dons get a last-minute score here. Darren McCauley gets in with 2 seconds left in the half, and the Dons go up 8-3. Leland strikes first in the third quarter. Dante Canestra on the board for the Chargers, but Ocalanas runs away with this one. Jay Mills comes up with it, tosses it back to goalie Parker Tompkins, who passes it all the way to the other side of the pool to perfectly set up Darren McCauley for the breakaway, and McCauley aims and fires it in and puts it away. A 7-2 run for the Dons to finish as Ocalanas wins this one 15-6. Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a rap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Rikus Center.
Yeah, these guys are amazing. It's a brand new rap every week. Here they are, the Players of the Week.
Rikus Center, Cal High Sports. We back for another year of rhymes and sports. Starting the new season off with DJ Bryant. Whizzing by defenders like some freeway driving. Taking snaps under center for the San Leandro Pirates. Putting touch on the ball, gotta trust it like it's Midas. 14 for 21 for 193. Running for 126, that makes 319. Total yards for DJ to make his team victorious. In overtime, making the win feel that much more glorious. It's straight up impressive to watch this volleyball stud bring the heat on the court. It's Thalia Hunt. Her game's so strong, it's hard to find a weakness. Showing leadership for the Bentley Phoenix. In their first match, Thalia provided the thrills. With team highs of 20 digs and 14 kills. No doubt that she got a winning mindset. Beating St. Mary's in an exciting 5 sets. Aw, yeah. Rikus Center, Cal High Sports. These are your Players of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
The clavicle, known as the collarbone, is frequently fractured in sports. This often happens when one falls onto the side of their shoulder and the force is loaded on the long, thin clavicle, causing it to break. When it comes to healing a broken bone, it's all about blood supply and the surrounding muscle. Bones like the clavicle, which you can feel along the upper chest, have a large percentage of bone that is not covered by thick muscle. This makes a clavicle refracture a known issue if you try to go back to play too soon. It is critical to talk with your doctor and follow up with x-ray examinations to avoid this problem.
Coming up, Los Gatos at Oak Grove as the Eagles honor a coaching legend.
And to the pool for Irvington and Santa Teresa next.
Yeah, I'm looking at the numbers now. You sure I can do this?
Yeah, it's what we've been planning for.
Thank you. Hey, boy.
Hey,
You know how I said I've been working on something big, right?
Sure.
This house is officially yours. You own it.
At US Bank, we believe hard work works.
That's the look.
And our integrated approach to wealth management helps make sure your money keeps working as hard as you do.
The biggest summer sale ever is here at South County Hyundai of Gilroy, where all of Northern Cali shops. Over 400 cars and SUVs to save on. Get $7,000 off all new Hyundai Elantras in stock. Here's the real deal. The award-winning Sonatas starting at $16,888. 2019 Hyundai Kona Automatic, only $15,888. All 2019 Ioniq Electric in stock. $6,000 off MSRP. More green with less green. What? South County Hyundai of Gilroy.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by DIABLO Motors. Life's too short to drive a crummy car.
We are back at Levi Stadium with an emotional game at Oak Grove on Saturday night. The Eagles honoring my old friend, longtime Eagles coach, Ed Buller.
The Eagles meeting a very strong Los Gatos team looking to compete for a De Anza Division title this season. It's a game so big, it's our DIABLO Motors CCS Monster Game, and our Chiara Biagini was there.
Monster game. Yeah.
The crowd is settling in here at Oak Grove High School to watch the field dedication to legendary Eagles football coach Ed Buller. Coach Buller dedicated 38 years to the student athletes at Oak Grove, ending his career in 2009 with 5 section titles and 18 league titles. But apart from all the accolades, Buller is remembered by the caring relationships he made with his countless players. The football field is being named Eddie Buller Field as the Eagles open up the season against the Wildcats. It's our CCS DIABLO Motors Monster Game.
5 minutes in, the Wildcats score on their first drive. Adam Garwood runs this one in, making it 7-zip LG. Oak Grove tries to counter, but USC commit Will Schweitzer sniffs out the screen and comes up with a big stop. The Wildcats pick it up on their 45-yard line. Yost Girvin with a screen pass to Garwood, who cuts up the middle. He pinballs off a few defenders and brings it inside Eagles territory. Garwood finishes the drive with a touchdown. The Cats keep moving the chains in the second quarter. Garwood with a nice run here. The junior back runs it into the red zone and later finishes the drive with his 3rd touchdown. LG regains possession with a safety. Girvin hands it to Mason Holbrook 10 yards out, and that touchdown gives the Cats a 30-point lead. The Cats spending a whole lot of time on offense. Here's Garwood's 4th touchdown run. Oak Grove having a tough week 1, suffering from multiple starters on the injury list. Edward Kaufman-Henry trying to get something going for the Eagles with a spectacular 45-yard run, but the Wildcats don't let up. Carson DeHorn hands it to guess who? It's Garwood. He heads to the far sideline, puts up the stiff arm, stays in bounds, and takes it home. 44 yards for his 5th touchdown. The Wildcats looking very strong in week 1, putting up 44 points on the board. Garwood pretty happy with his team's performance.
I think the offensive line did amazing, and it's really easy to run behind a great O-line like them. And overall, we did pretty well. Our defense shut them out, so that's really cool, and the whole team just played great.
In San Jose with our Monster Game, I'm Chiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The Santa Teresa Saints getting some last-minute instructions from Coach Murray before the game, but Irvington grabs the lead in the first. Amber Goebel with the pass to Safija and to Nakovic, who fights off the defender and fires it past the keeper. The Vikes on the attack again. Kiara Lamas over to Peyton Schmitz, who shoots and scores for the goal. It's 2-0 Irvington. Santa Teresa trying to stay in it. Andrea Gidley passes ahead to Gabby Thomas, who converts from close range to cut the deficit to 1. But back come the Vikings. Lamas with the long-distance pass to Noelania Takei, and Noelania finds the back of the net. 5-1 Irvington after 1. Irvington keeps the momentum going in the second. Takei connects with Schmitz, who fires a laser past the goalie as the Vikings take a 6-1 lead at halftime. Much of the same for the Vikings in the second half. Takei lobs it over to Goebel, who scores from close distance as Irvington gets their first win of the season. 12-2 was the final.
Each week, South County Chrysler and US Bank bring us the Coach of the Week award.
This week's Coach of the Week is Los Lomos head coach Doug Longero. The Knights picking up a big opening night win last week. Everett Johnson throwing for 143 yards. Doug Longero, this week's South County Chrysler US Bank Coach of the Week.
Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work play each week. This is a play exemplifying the kind of great work Albany's Construction is doing. Doing the dirty work this week is Mateo Shafiano and Maximus Salo from Foothill teaming up for a terrific stop for the Falcons, the two getting it done just like Albany's Construction.
Coming up, the Acalanes Dons travel to San Francisco to meet Sacred Heart Cathedral.
But first, take a look at our Cupertino Electric preseason girls volleyball power rankings.
I was in pain all the time. It was a very horrible time in my life.
When it matters most, patients turn to Stanford Healthcare. Torinia's specialists were driven by compassion to relieve her from pain. Innovation from research gave them new tools using robotics to correct her spinal injuries. The results speak for themselves.
After surgery, I would say I'm back to pre-normal, like everyday life. I don't have words for it, really. It's amazing.
Discover more at stanfordhealthcarenow.org.
Hi, I'm Greg Meyer, owner of DIABLO Motors Auto Sales. Our no-hassle approach makes it fun and easy to buy or sell your next luxury car. We have a great selection of amazing certified pre-owned cars at the best prices anywhere. Why buy new when you can save thousands on one of our finest slightly used cars? We'll have you in and out of the store with your new car in as little as 30 minutes. And we handle financing, extended warranties, and we give top dollar for your trade-in, paid for or not. So come see us in San Ramon for a no-hassle deal. DIABLO Motors, the nice, honest, non-dealerish car store.
For more than 65 years, Cupertino Electric has been delivering power and possibilities. With offices throughout California and project sites throughout the U.S., Cupertino Electric today builds renewable, commercial, utility, and data center projects for some of the most influential companies in the world. Beyond that, we are a people company. We build family, communities, and meaningful careers. Visit CEI.com today or connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or other social sites to see our openings and join our team.
Hi, we're the Washington High School cheerleaders, and you're watching
49ers Cal High Sports Report.
We are back at Levi Stadium as the Acalanes Dons head to Kezar Stadium in San Francisco to meet Sacred Heart Cathedral. The Dons featuring senior running back Jake Delaney, who's getting attention from top D1 schools.
It's the second game of the season for Acalanes, opening night for the Irish, and it's played on Friday night.
Bagpipes and everything. Sacred Heart Cathedral opening the season against Acalanes, and the Fighting Irish strike first. Quarterback Cian Dowling finding Dylan Rogers, who hustles it in for the first score of the game, but the Irish offense not off the field for long. On the ensuing kickoff, Acalanes receives it at the 18-yard line, but watch number 73, Aiden Hassett. Hassett strips the ball from the Dons, and Paul O'Driscoll recovers. But the Acalanes D with a stop, and here comes the Dons offense. QB Brady Hutchinson avoiding the defense and launching one, and Ryan Riley is there in the end zone, and we are tied at 7-all. Second half action now, and the Dons now up by just a field goal, but they add to their lead here. Hutchinson again with a long pass, 34 yards, it lands in the arms of Jack Murin. Acalanes up 17-7. But the Irish come right back. Derek Reagans III finds a hole and punches through to bring the Irish back to within just 3 points. The Dons begin to pull away in the fourth. Jack Delaney weaves through for the touchdown. Jack had back-to-back rushing touchdowns tonight for Acalanes. He is a good one. Quite a night for Cian Dowling. 5.5 minutes left in the game as Dowling looks and launches downfield and hits Jack Murin again. This one good for 59 yards and the touchdown. Acalanes scores once more to make it 44-14 the final. The Dons now 2-0 to start the season. Hutchinson and Delaney big games for Acalanes.
The Mission San Jose Warriors looking to grab their first win of the season at home against Castro Valley. Down 10-6 in the first, senior Starla Murillo delivers 4 aces in a row to pull within 1, but Castro proving tough. Caitlin Chihowie the dig, and Kyra Willett sets it up for Ashley Chacon for the back row kill, and here comes set point for the Trojans. Chacon's dig finds setter Willett, and Jaden Threats puts it away. CV goes up by 1. Set to the Warriors going for the kill, but Chihowie slams it back where it came from. Castro with an early lead in set 2. Libero Georgina Cortez digs the serve. Now watch Chacon fly into the frame for the nasty kill, and Castro Valley takes set 2 25-11, and in set 3 more Trojan dominance. Willits to Annika Conley in the corner, and she jumps for joy after that one. Then it's Cortez, Willits, Maddie Redmond, game, set, match, and the Castro Valley Trojans take it in 3 to go to 2-0 on the season, with Chacon and Conley leading the way. Each week, US Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who amaze us every week.
Aubrey, this week the Sacred Heart Prep football team continues its tradition of bringing young men with Down syndrome to their field to experience a day of football. These football players are getting ready for a game where the score doesn't matter. This is the 6th annual Day in the Swamp at Sacred Heart Prep. The Gators spending this Saturday morning training young men with Down syndrome the game of football.
One of the things we talked about in our program is, being supportive of other people and having a cause. And I think this is an opportunity for our team to give back and give some young men or older men an opportunity to do something that they don't get to do every day.
The Gators put their campers, who they call rock stars, through drills they use as part of their everyday routine. It's all very positive with lots of smiles and some very creative touchdown celebrations.
It's fun. It's very fun. We typically don't do that in practice. We don't get to have like our fun dancing moments because coach doesn't allow us. But when they do their dances out here, we get fun and we get riled up with that.
One thing I like about this camp is the Gator Nation pride, commitment, loving every bit. But like I say this, Gator Nation. This football is for yours, baby.
The Rockstars go through lots of drills, making them feel like a real part of the Gator family.
It is fun because it's a day in the swamp and being here with all other Gators.
It's honestly a privilege, It's senior year. This is my 4th one. I've loved it every year. My brother came through here. It's honestly such a privilege, Just working out with these kids, I love it.
For the Sacred Heart Prep seniors, this is their 4th straight day in the swamp. What's the best part of this for these Gators?
I would say seeing the smiles on their faces. They really like doing the tackle wheel, and they just love coming out here. So right when they walk in, they're all excited. So it's great to see their energy for sure.
You have to get ready. Come on, get a pop up.
The day in the swamp ends with a flag football game with the Rockstars getting to play for real. The Gators coach the teams and cheer them on. There are great plays, lots of celebrating, and some hugs. At the end of the game, no one knows who won. The score doesn't matter. The joy on the faces of the Rockstars and the Gators shows you everyone here is a winner. We saw the Gators in action earlier in the show. Their head coach, Mark Reeb, doing a great job there. And Trevor Luckin, it's the guy we see back here, one of the Rockstars, had a great game.
They're always just so happy to be out on the field.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Well, Wellstrong has teamed up with the 49ers with physical therapy and sports rehab centers throughout the Bay Area.
This season, Wellstrong will bring us concussion prevention tips from their team of outstanding doctors. Here's Dr. Anthony Sanglin-Benny with this week's tip.
Preventing a concussion is difficult, but there are some common sense steps you can take. Wear the helmet certified for your sport that fits properly. Never use your head as the focal point of contact. Don't tackle head first. Although not proven, strengthening your neck muscles and using a mouth guard can be helpful. Be safe and use common sense.
Coming up, our South County Chrysler game of the week as Amador Valley meets Milpitas.
And later, the season with Valley Christian football continues as the Warriors battle the Wilcox Chargers in Game 1 of the season.
Tri-Counties Bank presents a unique brand of service with solutions, a welcoming and listening style of banking with solutions that help improve your financial well-being. With easy access to over 32,000 surcharge-free ATMs, advanced mobile banking, banker support by phone 7 days a week, and an extensive community-based branch network, you're never far from a friendly face. It's easy to switch to better banking. Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions.
Change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge Raindrops. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Hyundai. Drive a little, save a lot. By the Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by Stanford Healthcare. We are back at the NBC Sports Studio with the South County Chrysler Game of the Week. This is a good one with quality teams from the NCS and CCS going at it. The Amador Valley Dons coming off an opening night win over Antioch.
Yeah, 3,000 votes.
Yes,
for Game of the Week this week. Lots of interest. This is opening night for Milpitas, the Trojans under longtime coaching great Kelly King. Amador Valley and Milpitas in the South County Chrysler Game of the Week. The Amador Valley Dons all fired up for their matchup against the Milpitas Trojans. The Dons on their first drive. Cannon Dote hands it to Dajay Wiltshire. He breaks a tackle and goes untouched after that. Amador Valley up 7-0 early in the first. The Trojans waste no time catching up. Jovin Becerra lasers this one to Nick Pham, streaking across the field. That's a huge first down for the Trojans. Next play, Becerra heaves this one deep, perfectly in stride to Curtis Price for the touchdown. Milpitas down 7-6 after a missed PAT. A beautiful pass and catch there by the Trojans. Seconds left now in the first quarter, and the Dons come right back. Wilshire barreling downhill, breaking tackles left and right. He comes up just short of the goal line, but on the next snap, Dote will take it himself. He spins around the outside and stumbles in. Dons up by 2 going into the second. Halfway through the second quarter now, the Trojans looking to retaliate, but Josh Heverly comes up with a clutch interception here as the quarterback rolls out. It's tipped in the air, and Heverly grabs it down and takes the touchback. Dons following drive, Dote lofts it down the middle of the field to Kai Burgermeister with a one-handed snag and then some. What a catch by Burgermeister, fighting for extra yards there. Next play, Kai decides to finish what he started. He stretches for the goal line and gets it across. Dons up by 3 at the half. 3 minutes left in the third. Dote hands it to Eric Hunter the third. He cuts inside, breaks a couple of tackles, and takes the hard-earned 17-yard gain. Few snaps later, Dote hands it to Cal Elwinich. He flies around the edge and gets across the goal line to increase the Amador Valley lead to 28-6. The Trojans not done yet. Becerra lobs it to Isaiah Dwell, and Isaiah comes down with it for the touchdown. 28-14 with 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Milpitas looking to score again. But here comes Heverly again with the keen ball-hawking abilities. He takes it all the way to the house for 50 yards. It's a pick six for the Dons at Amador Valley. With an impressive win over Milpitas to go to 2-0 for the season. Dote and Hunter with big games. Our Sandeep Chandok talked with the Dons right after the game.
Amador Valley moves to 2-0 after defending home field tonight. Dons, let me hear you turn up! All right. Oh, yeah. Josh Heverly, you're our game MVP tonight. Go ahead and grab that shirt. Josh, you had 2 interceptions tonight. What was the defensive game plan from the coach?
Just to ball out. That's all it was. Just to ball out. Yeah.
All right, Cannon, you're the quarterback tonight. 19 completions. On the flip side, what was the plan on offense tonight?
I mean, hit them hard, hit them fast, and most of all, our linemen blocking. No sacks. No sacks allowed. Pass the ball. Win the game, baby. Win the game.
All right, last up, we got Cal. Cal, you had 8 receptions tonight, also had a touchdown. You guys are 2-0 now. How do you keep this momentum going moving forward?
We just want to go 1-0 every week. Best quarterback in NorCal right here, Cannon Dote, and in the nation.
Some high praise for the quarterback. All right, Dons, take us away.
Hey, bring it up. Let's go, boys. Hey, pound the rock on me. Pound the rock on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Back to San Jose now as the Irvington Vikings take on the Santa Teresa Saints. Saints on the board first. Jacob Sampson fights off the defender and shoots one from long distance just before the buzzer. It's 1-0 Santa Teresa. But back come the Vikings. Brandon Vo lobs it over to Jacob Young, who finds the back of the net to tie this game at 1. Irvington on the attack again. Ayush Saxena with the pass to Young, who gets the behind-the-back shot past the keeper. 3-1 Vikings. The Vikes extend their lead just before the quarter. Brandon Vo tosses one over the goalie's head as Irvington takes a 5-1 lead after 1. The Vikings keep the momentum going in the second. Jaden Nguyen passes to Urban Arborato, and Urban shoots and scores for the goal. 10-2 Irvington at halftime. Arborato finds a wide-open Andres Sanchez. Irvington wins it 12-5 for their first win of the season. Young with 5 goals. Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Graciana Paxton from the Presentation Field Hockey Team. Gracie helped build homes in Appalachia for a volunteer trip, and she also tutors. But what she loves most is to volunteer coach at the Bay Area Women's Sports Initiative, known as Bossy. To Gracie, volunteering is more than just about helping others.
I think it's really important to volunteer because as individuals, we're all part of the larger human community, and when we're volunteering, we're really making those connections and those compassionate relationships with our brothers and sisters in our community.
Coming up this season with Valley Christian Football, our behind-the-scenes look at the Warriors is next.
And later, it's Freedom taking on San Leandro as 49ers Cal High Sports Report continues.
Back at Levi Stadium as we continue our season-long behind-the-scenes look at the Valley Christian football program.
The Warriors opened up the season last year with a loss to Wilcox. The same two teams met to open up the season Friday night, and we meet one player who's more excited than most to be back on the field. It's week 1 of the season for Valley Christian, finally. The Friday night matchup has the Warriors facing the Wilcox Chargers, the defending Division III state champions. For the Warriors, this game is about revenge.
They beat us last year, and that put a stain on our record and stuff like that, and coming out with a loss, that really hurt us. We wanted to just repay them for that.
When talking about the Charger team, 2 words have become synonymous: Wilcox and the Veer.
When you play a program with the tradition that Wilcox has, you know what they're going to do. They've been running the Veer. We told the guys this week since Coach Machado and I were in high school. So they know what they're doing. They're going to execute well, and it's going to be a bit of a physical test.
One player looking to contribute on offense is Jackson Stewart. The senior tight end is more anxious than most for this season to begin.
Fire out, let's go.
Because almost a year ago, Jackson was experiencing so much pain in his lower back, he could hardly walk, let alone play football.
Do you need help?
Yeah, at first I thought it was just sore, but it wasn't something to the point where I couldn't play on it. And then after the Sacred Heart game, I woke up and then I just couldn't stand up.
Jackson spent the rest of his junior season on the sideline in a wheelchair.
That was in last September, so that started several months of searching for answers and trying to get some medical treatments that could help provide some relief.
Doctors found that the soft discs that cushion Jackson's vertebrae were pressing up against his spinal cord. He couldn't walk, stand, or even sit without pain.
There was one evening in particular that just nothing was working, and we tried to pick him up, and it's the first time I've seen him just crumble under the pain.
In those moments where you see him being so weak, you have to kind of dig down deep and decide you're going to be strong for him in that moment.
I'd always been really close with my family, but this had just brought us so much closer together because we all had to lean on each other. Also, I found a great group of friends.
After 3 months of constant pain, Jackson and his family decided surgery was the best option. The surgery repaired the disc that was pushing into his spinal canal, and just hours after Jackson woke up, he was able to walk upright for the first time in months. What was it like walking without pain?
Crazy. It was crazy because I had forgotten how to.
Jackson started physical therapy a couple months later.
Look at that.
And on July 22nd,
I had gone to see my doctor again, and he officially cleared me, which that was the point, and then, it felt really good.
Seeing him in his first practice was...
It's been a journey for us as a family. And certainly not an easy one.
In the midst of it, when I was hunched over and crawling and stuff, I was just really bummed out, but I never really had doubts that I'd be able to come back. I'm just blessed that it's week 1, so.
It's been 344 days since Jackson was last able to walk on the field in full uniform. But Jackson isn't the only Warrior excited to be back.
come up and play. The night goes on. Take over the game. Nice. Get in the end zone.
And here the Warriors kick off 2019, 4th and long for the Chargers. Moon Ashby bats down the crosser, and that sets up the offense. Quarterback Corey Taylor hands it off to Chase Laubach, and he busts up the gut, and Laubach gives Valley its first points of the season. Warriors up 7-0. Taylor calls the snap with seconds left in the first. Give it to Isaiah McIlvain. He makes it through the line of scrimmage. Refs call him out of bounds. Warriors settle for the field goal. And on the other side of the ball, the Valley defense executing, knocking the ball loose and picking up possession. Valley with a 13-0 lead with less than 4 minutes left in the half. The Charger offensive line paving the way for running back Paul Rosa. That's a 15-yard gain, setting up this Dub C touchdown. Quarterback Jeremy McCullough hands it off to Aaron Asing, and Valley leads it 13-7 at halftime.
Here's the thing, guys. They got 6 guys playing 2 ways. I want to run guys at them. Was anybody expecting this to be easy? No, we never talked easy. We're playing a worthy opponent, but tonight is our night. You understand that? Let's go play that way in the second half.
Defense looking solid starting off the second half. Will Cuddy smothering the QB in the backfield. The sophomore linebacker with 8 tackles. 4 minutes left in the third, and here is the drive of the game. Taylor dumps it off to McIlvain on the screen, and it becomes a foot race down the sideline. Put 6 more on the board for the Warriors. Lucas Ramirez, the field goal kicker for Valley, 3 for 3 on the night. It's 23-7 Valley Christian. Last drive of the game for the Chargers, and Wilcox pushes its way in for 6, but Valley holds on.
Shake their hands, let's go.
23-13 the final.
I felt like our depth was a key part of it. Some of our young guys stepped up. We played a couple sophomores tonight, and I thought they did a really good job.
Defense just came out. They were a pretty good team. They had a big line, but we just outworked them.
It's all smiles after this Week 1 victory, but come Monday, the Warriors will prepare to battle all over again. So the Warriors start off the season with a win, and on we go. Next week, we feature the Warriors team manager and how he makes a special impact on the team.
That'll be great. They look good.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, good game 1. All right, be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and on Instagram. This season, we'll have scores from every Bay Area football game on our Instagram feed by 11 every Friday night. Please give us a thumbs up on our Facebook page.
And subscribe to our YouTube page. That's where you can find and share all of the highlights and features you see on the show every week.
Coming up, the Diablo Motors NCS Monster Game, Freedom and San Leandro.
And big-time girls volleyball as Monte Vista faces Carondelet next.
Learn more about becoming a warrior. Visit us at vcs.net.
Did you know I grew up here? I used to come here every Saturday as a kid.
Do you still have family here?
A lot of cousins. It's nice to be back. This is it, the company's new home.
We'll finally have the space we need to keep expanding.
All the hard work is definitely paying off. Congratulations.
Thank you.
At US Bank, we believe hard work works. And that's why we work hard, together, to help your business realize its full potential.
The biggest summer sale ever is here at South County Hyundai of Gilroy, where all of Northern Cali shops. Over 400 cars and SUVs to save on. Get $7,000 off all new Hyundai Elantras in stock. Here's the real deal. The award-winning Sonatas starting at $16,888. 2019 Hyundai Kona Automatic, only $15,888. All 2019 Ioniq Electric in stock, $6,000 off MSRP. More green with less green. What? South County Hyundai of Gilroy.
When I first came here, my goal was to be a contributing player on my high school's JV football team. The center actually not only helped me achieve my goals, but exceed even what I initially set out to do. I was able to continue playing football professionally through a lot of the things that I learned at the Rega Center. The Rega Center is a place to help you achieve your goals and then, tailor it to whatever the person's goals might be.
Back at Levi Stadium with the San Leandro Pirates coming off a thrilling overtime win on opening night with DJ Bryant, racking up over 300 yards total offense.
This week, the Pirates meeting a talented Freedom team, including outstanding tight end and defensive end Gavin Tobin. Two outstanding teams in this week's Diablo Motors NCS Monster Game, and our Wesley Boone was there.
It's week 2 of the high school football season, and we're at Burrow Field as the Freedom Falcons prepare to take on the San Leandro Pirates. For San Leandro, they're hoping things aren't as dramatic this week. DJ Bryant, over 120 yards on the ground, almost 200 through the air in that week 1 victory. He's going to be big for the Pirates tonight. For the Eagles, they're looking to score their first points of the 2019 season, and their big receiver Matt Quesada will hopefully play a huge role in that. It's the Freedom Falcons taking on the San Leandro Pirates in the Diablo Motors Monster Game. The Pirates pulling some pregame intimidation tactics, and I'd say they worked, at least early. Ahi Ozaro, he's going to punch it in from 1 yard out for the Pirates. A methodical 8-play drive to start off the scoring. Missed extra point makes it 6-0. DJ Bryant, he was the MVP for the Pirates last week, buying time with his feet, looks across the field, drops a dime to Tayron Nix. 31 yards through the air, miss. 2-pointer though, it's 12-0. Pirates, they're still rolling in the first half. Stephen Henry, the second, scoring the third. Touchdown of the game, extends the ball across the goal line. It's 18-0. Seems like the Pirates are going to run away with this one, right? Not so fast, folks. Jake Byrne finding Biz Rifle. You're not going to catch him. 43 yards to pay dirt. It's 18-7, and the Falcons are in business. That's right, I just did that. Introducing Matt Quesada. Wow, nice to meet you. Quesada hauls in the 47-yard strike. Then the very next play, Byrne looking Quesada's direction again. Matty Q, he's out of this world. One-handed catch in the end zone. Refs talking it over. Quesada knows. Falcons storming back. It's 18-13. Not a lot of scoring in the second half. Falcons a chance to win the game. Instead, it's picked off by Amari Roberson. He seals the game. San Leandro, they come away with the hard-fought victory. Pirates are pumped after the game, and for good reason. They improved to 2-0 on the season. And Ahi Ozaro, 15 carries for 106 with the TD. We caught up with Ozaro after the game.
Honestly, going into this week, this is actually our first time beating Freedom, so we know we want to be the first team in Sandra High to beat Freedom, so we just came out here really hard. You know, we trusted the coach's game plan this week, and we just came out here and fought, man. Honestly, I'm feeling great right now. Like, I'm a senior, and my past 3 years, we've been losing Freedom. I made a goal to myself saying that we're going to beat Freedom my senior year, and we did it.
From San Leandro, I'm Wesley Boone for 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Big crowd at Carondelet as the Cougars open league play with Monte Vista. The Cougars looking good early. Stella Tufley to Angela Artis, over to Jackie Brown, who slams it down. More Cougars in the first. Caitlin McNiff bumps to Artis, back to a flying Julia Haggerty with a big-time rep, and the Cougar faithful was loving that one. Later on in the first, though, Monte Vista takes control. Madison White to the Stang's outstanding setter, Izzy Strand, who goes way up to dump it over. Izzy headed to UC San Diego next year. The Mustangs go on to take the first as Allie Hughes gets it to Strand, a deep set to Avery Markham, who splits the block. More Stangs in the second. Look at number 16, Strand at the net. She likes to bake, and she is cooking here with a block and then a kill off the overpass. Tied in the second as Strand feeds Grace Wishbard, and Amazing Grace just crushes this one as Monte Vista takes the lead. Late second now, the Cougars looking to come back, but Lauren Loisel and Strand put up the double block, and Monte Vista takes the second. The Mustangs going for the sweep now. It's Wishbard tooling it off the block, and then later in the third, Strand with a perfect deep back set to beat the block as Wishbard has a clear shot, and she just annihilates that one as Monte Vista wins in 3 straight. Wishbard, White, and Markham leading the way.
Each week, the Harker School celebrates its pursuit of academic excellence with the Scholar Athlete Award. This week, we honor Madeline Mays from the Concord girls volleyball team. Maddie has a very impressive 4.83 GPA and will attend Harvard next year.
Wow. Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates 2018 alumna Catherine Zhu. Catherine is a powerhouse golfer. Catherine had an incredible freshman year at Cal Berkeley, winning the California Women's Championship last week. In addition, she had 5 top 10 finishes and 9 straight top 25 finishes. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Coming up, Saratoga and Gunderson.
But first, here's this week's Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for football. 49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By CUPERTINO Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact. And by the Serino Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer, longtime broker with Serino Group. And my husband, Charlie Wiedemeyer, and I are longtime supporters of high school sports.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine with Serino Group Real Estate, representing Palo Alto and the surrounding communities. I'm proud to support Bay Area high school sports on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
We are back with opening night at Gunderson High School. The Grizzlies taking on the Saratoga Falcons. Toga with an impressive senior quarterback, Peyton Stokes, who threw for more than 3,100 yards last season.
The Grizzlies opening night featuring former Grizzlies great James Jones. It's Gunderson and Saratoga Friday night.
The Gunderson Grizzlies naming their stadium after former Gunderson star James Jones, who remembers the words of his coach.
He always told me one thing, and he told me hard work always wins.
Game time now in Saratoga, working hard as Peyton Stokes fires to Max Muhlenberg. Max makes the catch and dances into the end zone, 20 yards, 7-0 Falcons. First play from scrimmage for Gunderson, and the ball is fumbled, picked up by the Falcons' Tyler Chaffin-Price, who takes it 30 yards to the house in a 14-0 Toga lead early in the first. Saratoga driving again in the first. Hayden Crayons running hard up the middle, breaking tackle, spinning free for 32 yards. Later, same drive, Stokes looking and once again finding Muhlenberg up the middle. These guys were hot all night long, 37 yards, and another Falcons score, 25-0. Second quarter now, Stokes scrambling out of the pocket, pump fake, and he is in. 11 yards, and the Falcons are soaring. Gunderson gets on the board later in the second, handed to Ruben Manzanares, who goes left side and into the end zone, but Saratoga will win big, and look at this. Stokes to Muhlenberg, and Mad Max will not be denied as he breaks free, going far side and tumbles into the end zone, 41 yards as the Falcons win it, behind huge nights from the quarterback Stokes and his favorite receiver, Max Muhlenberg. The Branham girls volleyball team is coming off another fine season and looking to repeat as league champs this season.
The Bruins meeting up with Shanberries from 99.7 now at the Rikus Center this week.
We're here at the Rikus Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. Hey, it's Shan from 99.7 now, here with the ladies of the Branham girls volleyball team. That's what I'm talking about. I have to give it up to you ladies because you guys actually won league last year. Congratulations. What was that feeling like? Run us through it.
It was amazing. It was our third year winning league, and just seeing all the families and friends coming out to support us, and we're really hoping we can do it for a fourth year in a row.
Absolutely. And what grade are you in?
I'm a senior this year.
Oh, wow. So you did it 3 years in a row. Now you're a senior. Now you have to win, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again. And now I want to talk to Floor. You guys are starting your new season in a couple of weeks. What are your goals for this upcoming season?
I think one of our main goals is obviously to get that league title again, and also to go into every competition with a confident mindset. And being a new team, having a new lineup, we really want to make sure that we project that team dynamic to the public.
Absolutely, and I feel like you're already doing that. Well, I love to end with tradition, so Olivia, give us some of those Branham girls volleyball traditions.
Okay, yeah, so on game days, we always go in the locker room at lunch, and we get hyped together. We talk about our game plan. During the games, we'll go tap the antenna, tap the door frame we're running in, and we always want to play with a bigger purpose, so we always keep in mind our whys, and we write them on our arm during the game.
Amazing. I feel like I want to be part of this team. I feel like you guys have such great camaraderie. 3 years in a row. Let's go for a fourth, ladies. It's Shan from 99.7 now. Catch me every morning on the morning show, 6 to 10 a.m. Give it up for the ladies of the Branham girls volleyball team.
Thanks, Shan. Now let's watch the Branham girls volleyball team prepare to take on Harker. Branham feeling good in the first set, setting things up for Sydney Mago. Mago buries it in the back corner, and Branham leads at 13-12 in the first. Later on in the set, Olivia Schroeder pops it off the net. Michelle Nang saves it. Emily Chang now sending it up for Emma Dion, and Dion delivers. Eagles take the first set. Eagles soaring in the second. Michelle Nang coming in from the corner, putting it right on the line, and the Eagles take set 2. Branham trying to stay alive, but Lauren Beatty puts it in no man's land, and it's 18-9 Eagles in the third. Branham still fighting though, Mego with the kill, and the Bruins hanging around. Schroeder having a busy evening. She digs it, then the Eagles set it up for Anya Gert, and Gert buries it right over the net. Lauren Beatty now serving for the Eagles. She can do it all. Gets it to go right off the net, and the Eagles win the set and the match. Emily Chang, 28 assists, and Gert leading with 12 kills.
DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This was a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy Play goes to
the Castro Valley Trojans. Kyra Willett sets it up for Annika Conley, and she jumps for joy. Look how happy Miss Annika is after that kill. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. Some great plays this week. We'll see who gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Reicha Center.
I'm Andrew Havili, and today's training tip is a barbell pull and high pull. These exercises are your foundations for your cleans, your snatches, all of your Olympic lifts. So Ben's going to load up with his hips back, feet flat, and from there he's going to come up onto his toes in a triple extension. But now he's going to go fast with it, and this is the pull part. Good, again. If he wants to do a high pull now, he'll do the same thing, but now drive his elbows up as he goes. Go ahead. The power should be coming from your hip extension. This is a barbell pull and high pull.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a very cool pair of headphones, and a ticket to the end of the season awards banquet right here at Levi Stadium.
Our Wesley Boone counts down the contenders, and then he'll announce this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
What better way to start out our list than some water polo? Jacob Young, just your casual behind-the-back shot. No biggie. Up next, Saratoga at Gunderson. Max Muhlenberg hauling in the pass. And he's going to be brought down. Wait, he's still on his feet. He refuses to go down. Heading towards the corner. There's no way he gets in there. He's going to run out of gas. No, he makes it in. Now we head to Amador Valley. Kay Burgermeister, A-plus name, A-plus catch. Burgermeister, that's got to be good for a post-game burger from Coach there. How are we topping that this week? Well, here's how we're doing it. Matt Quesada, Freedom Falcons. Fly high, young man. Soaring into the end zone, making the diving one-handed catch. We need to see that one more time, tipping it to himself, and that is your Play of the Week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week as we meet one of the top players in the Bay Area attending Cal School for the Deaf. We will see you Sunday.